First and 10. Now a first carry for the Alabama product, Najee Harris. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Russ. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
On first down, it's Harris. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. George Pickens. Touchdown, Steelers. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and, Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down.
Hey. Go street.
They'll run it once more with Etienne. And he'll be close to a 1st down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Red on red. Silver.
They'll try and run for the first with ETN. And he'll wind up getting this all the way down to the Jags' 28-yard line. A big play for Jacksonville. 33 yards.
Okay, ready?
We are through one. 7-0 is our score. We'll have more from Jacksonville after this.
Hey, Ron! Silver!
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got his man at the 6. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. Come a little closer. Here's second and goal.
On red. Here we go.
Again, they give it to ETN. That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up third and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided.
And he's in. Evan Ingram. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They put Pickens in motion. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. They'll mark them down up at the 44-yard line.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
That's Washington, the man in motion. Now Wilson on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. That's pulled in. Najee Harris. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Wilson now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. And that'll set up fourth down.
I think he predetermined that third down throw. And even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway. And it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. Here's first and 10.
Lisa 24.
In motion comes Thomas. On first down, Lawrence. Now a screen set up for ETN. It's a nice start to the drive, a gain of 10, and a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
Second down, Lawrence. That's caught left side by Ingram. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Kirk is the motion man. They go play action for Lawrence. First down throw there is incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
Now a timeout for Jacksonville. Their second, as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Here's third and 2. Kirk is the motion man. On third down, here's ETN. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks, and it sets up fourth down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up fourth down.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So, fourth down, and on comes the rookie, Cam Little, for this Jaguar field goal. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our 2 teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando. Check in with the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in our studios with the EA Sports Halftime Report. Duvernay on the return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a first and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Red on red.
Play action now. It's Lawrence. To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
In motion comes Thomas. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long, but he comes through with the grab and a first down.
Rip, 23.
In motion comes Thomas. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
On red.
Once again, it's Etienne. And he's in. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jaguars.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the second half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this second half started. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That's made by Pickens. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. This ball is intercepted. Tyson Campbell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. I mean, just, you're not going to get away with it at this level.
Here we go, sir.
On the give, it's Etienne. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Lisa 24.
Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that ball incomplete over the middle. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average. And Frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's got his tight end. It's Ingram. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite. An opportunity for what could be a game-sealing touchdown right here. First down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to ETN. And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be second and goal.
All right, let's go.
The tight end, Ingram, is on the move.
Silver.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And this one ruined quickly. Take him back to the 5-yard line. Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. Here's Lawrence. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Travis Etienne. Touchdown, Jacksonville. He had the touchdown run earlier. Now add a TD reception. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars will take a 21-7 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Now Russ.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin Lloyd. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
And that'll be a pickup of 3. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second and 7.
Take right open. Red.
They'll drop to throw. He keeps it himself.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and What could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
And he pushed it. No good. That is wide to the right. And this will stay a 2-possession game.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's right side and brought in by Williams. Here comes 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Russ.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
3rd and 2. Now Wilson. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And no turnover here. One of the guards able to get the football and get on it to keep possession.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Here's 2nd and 6. Williams in motion. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. First carry for the Auburn alum, Tank Bigsby. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Here's Etienne. So shouts to Duval here in Duval County, Florida. It is a win for the Jaguars. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Jaguars are the winners here at home as we say so long from Jacksonville.